All right, we are live on Facebook.
We're live.
Hello, in the unofficial Shopify podcast Insiders. I'm Kurt Elster, your host for the day. Joining me is Austin Browner. Austin, I have faith in you, but why don't you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Austin Brunner. I also host a podcast called the E-commerce Influence Podcast.
It's so good.
For e-commerce business owners.
It's so good.
Had Kurt on there, and
I got so much great feedback from that episode.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, we got a lot of great feedback as well. People loved it. And I run a company called Brand Growth Experts, which helps established e-commerce businesses scale up, scale advertising, hire the right team, and drive more revenue. And so, yeah, I'm here to chat with Kurt about website teardowns. We did this about weeks ago, and it went really well. So we're back.
Very good. Yes. Okay. So in the group, we had asked folks to drop their sites in the comments. We grabbed several. We are recording this, so I'll post it. It'll stay pinned in the group, and I will post it on YouTube as well, so that no one misses out. Give me 1 second. All right. So I just want to jump. We have so many submitted. I picked 16. There's no way we can get through that many, but we'll start going through them. Let me share my screen right now, if I can remember how do you share your screen in Skype? Oh, wait, no.
The plus.
Is it the plus?
It used to be the plus.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't work.
Oh,
this
man.
Isn't good.
Oh, you know what it is? Okay. There's a little share screen button right next to the snapshot button. See the heart that's beating?
There we go.
They moved it around. I feel like they don't have much to do over there, so they just move stuff around.
I always describe Skype as aggressively mediocre.
Yes, very, very mediocre.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out... Man, I don't even know... Wait, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. It works.
My fear is that it is not sharing in the Facebook Live. There we go.
You know what? I'm going to check.
I got it.
It's working. Okay.
Yeah, it's working. Okay. It's working, and it shows us. Hooray. Very good. Okay. First up, we have Vigilant and Humble. Vigilant and Humble sells lifestyle apparel for men and women. I have seen this one before.
Oh, wait. Before you click that out, I think one quick thing. This popped up instantly, right? So if you, just a quick note, if you're going to have an offer like this, maybe time it a little bit, because we don't even know what Vigilant and Humble is. And then we got prompted for this 10% off your first order. So before we dive into the site, I just want to mention that before you click that thing away.
So it's using Privy. I like Privy. It's a great pop-up builder. I like adding a background to it to get attention. I think they always look professional and cool that way. And what would be your suggestion for when or how to trigger this thing?
So you could trigger in two ways. One would be like time it. So put it on the site. So maybe it's on the second page after someone clicks through, or maybe a time-based and 30, 40 seconds in. But a big thing that happens, if it pops up right away before people even know what your site is, then the automatic response is going to be click and close it out. So I would say, a better version would be a full screen takeover on exit, or with 10% off, or timed. Those are the two things I would recommend.
Okay. And could you run both?
You could run both, 100%.
Money. Let's close this one. All right. We've got the site. It looks clean. It looks good. I recognize this as one of the free Shopify themes. What are your thoughts?
My initial thoughts are I don't necessarily know exactly where to look, because we got a lot of black bars going around. So I've got nominate a veteran or first responder today in our holiday give back. So that looks like I'm supposed to click on that kind of right now, but I'm not sure if I can click on it.
And it goes to it just opens their Instagram, which is confusing.
Goes to Instagram,
and I have it blocked so I could focus. That's why that didn't work.
You're running the same app? I think I am.
I edit the host file because I'm a nutcase.
Okay. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Hardcore.
Yes, I know exactly what it is. So, okay. So now with that away, I see the call to action is winter is coming, and then view all hoodies. So at this point, I see the image. I don't necessarily know what the company is about yet, just because the call to action is just winter is coming. And so I'm still kind of trying to understand what's going on. I know in the past you've mentioned this, but I think it's a great idea, like putting some sort of a tagline under Vigilant and Humble to give people an idea of what the company's all about.
I was hoping that was where we would be going with that. Is that, we need a tagline under the logo, under Vigilant and Humble. If logo appears on every page, it's just such an easy way to add a quick description. And the description could simply be badass apparel for something or other, or just badass apparel. Just adding the phrase apparel tells us it's a clothing company.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Because you got to think that you got people coming from all different kind of like you got customers, you've got people who've never been to the site before, so it's really important to think about different people.
Scrolling down, any thoughts, or should I jump into a CTA?
Let's see here. Let me scroll up a little bit here. Okay, so it is, it looks like, for the most part, military-related gear. And so back to my initial point, calling that out when people land out there for the first time so they have a better idea of what the company is all about.
Should we jump into I would like to see, so we lead like up here at men's apparel, women's apparel stickers. And I'd probably I wonder why stickers is, I'd probably change this to accessories, make it the broader category. And then we've got latest gear, view all. Okay, we've got new releases, then an about, and then we've got accessories down here. I would be surprised if accessories is the best-selling collection. If it is, keep it here. If not, I would love to see this be, it would be, why make it limited to just accessories? I'd rather do best-selling overall.
Yeah, that's a good call. Well, what if you scroll over men and women, that little, the drop-down?
Oh, okay.
What comes up?
Just a tiny
Okay,
drop-down?
so, yeah, shirts, tanks, hoodies. So definitely an opportunity to put either best-selling items up here so people can search by the top items, or also sale items if you have a sale category to be able to put them up there.
Cool. Let's go into. Actually, let's do the CTA. We've got the hero image wants us to go to men's hoodies, so that's where we're going to go. Men's outerwear. Any thought? I like this collection page. I would probably do fewer products per row, but other than that, I think it's textbook classic. Any
thoughts? So I don't know your thoughts on this, but I would love to see some sort of a lifestyle image up top.
Yes.
Of somebody wearing the product. Maybe one of it looks like the Memento Mori or the Stay Frosty Christmas sweater are your top two. So maybe somebody wearing that, so they got an image of how it actually looks on somebody. I would definitely add some other image here. There's a couple things you're not seeing. No reviews on any of these products, right? When you see the 5-star dots on each one of these, it gives a little bit more trust. So you can search by best selling. Those are my tips on this page specifically.
Add reviews, add a featured image, and I wish we set it to 4 products per row as opposed to 5 or whatever it was. On the product page, I'm thrilled to death to see the dynamic checkout button and a size guide in there. That's great. We got customer reviews down here. Okay, so they may have added reviews recently. And we've got a lifestyle photo. There's actually someone wearing it here. We've got a nice got a decent description here, and that says what it is. My only suggestions would be, can we include the return policy on here, since that'll be an objection, number one. And number two, that's it. I think
I would say hide the it looks like there's no customer reviews. So for this specific product, because there's no customer reviews for this product, hide the customer reviews section at the bottom, since there's no customer reviews available, so that the people don't see that.
Okay. Let's add this item to cart, and then we'll move on to the next one. The cart is beyond clean. My only suggestion is, if you wanted to get froggy, you could rename checkout to proceed to checkout. Anything?
How if somebody wants to go back, how do they go back?
They click the back button. Now,
right?
I see what you're saying. There's no continue shopping link here.
No, and I'm saying like a really small one, right? Like even Amazon, right, has a very small section, a very small unhighlighted button that'll take you back.
Okay. So we just want like a simple text link, continue shopping, to take them back. And what's nice.
So a couple things you could add here, other products that might pair with the Memento Mori hoodie. If you've got a collection like a t-shirts, for example, you could put it here underneath, like matching the exact same product. But overall, this looks really good.
Okay, great. Let's see what our next one is. Next one is a site I did, Green Chili ADV. Feel free to go hard on this one. I take no offense. Green Chili Adventure Gear is, I came up with this tagline, modular motorcycle luggage systems. So you already own a motorcycle, you're going to drive across states plural with it, and you need a way to attach luggage. And that's what they sell, is systems and accessories to strap luggage to a motorcycle.
Awesome. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Right away. It tells you, it helps guide you to where you should be going for your specific motorcycle, which is great.
We could assume Shop Dual Sport is the top category, which makes sense. It's the one like most suited to this kind of riding. We went with left side. We broke down products, and we use mega menus. Right side is all like supporting stuff, brochure site stuff, and then top menu is customer support. So
cool, looks great.
Some logic to it. Scrolling on down, we've got this video in which one of the owners walks through the straps in like the actual real world. We've got press logos. We highlight some bestsellers here. We've got a featured collection of bestsellers, some testimonials in here, Instagram for social proof, and it's shoppable Instagram widget, no less. And then, oh man, this thing, my only criticism would be this thing goes on forever, maybe limited a little bit. And then we've got this fancy footer.
Fancy footer. I would say the only thing here is, are you a Green Chili insider? Deals, new releases, and video reviews straight to your inbox. Very small, and not a very clear, like direct call to action. I mean, they say become a Green Chili insider, but that's not that compelling for somebody who is, and it's also all the way down at the bottom. So if I was to redesign it, I would make a very clear, compelling offer. Maybe, free shipping on your first order, or get some sort of a, VIP gift on the first purchase over $50, something like that. A very clear, tangible.
Related to first purchase, to try and get people from anonymous visitor to subscriber to customer.
Exactly. And then also potentially move that up higher so that it's a place that you can capture somebody's email.
So would we do it like right after the hero image, or after?
Maybe like underneath Dual Sport Enduro, if you're going to put the bar there, or underneath the video, something like that. Or on some sort of an opt-in that would pop up, like right about now. We've been on the site for a while, and so maybe, that it'd be a good time for it to pop up.
A pop-up, I like that idea. We could do it based on scroll or time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's load up Shop Dual Sport. So once we're in here, we hit the collection. Thoughts. I know we don't have a collection image showing. And it's like this category of product lends itself to cool photos. So that feels like a missed opportunity.
Yep. It's a little hard to read the top text.
You're right.
I don't know if that's because it's on your site, or on the screen share.
It's tiny.
Let's see here. Dual Sport, so featured. I mean, I think that that's all I've got. You mentioned the image. Image would be cool.
And then once we drop into a product page, if it would load, there we go. We've got, cool. We've got Sezzle on here to bust our price objections. We've got a lot of stuff on here. And as we scroll down, we've got really long descriptions and a video showing how you install it, testing it.
Cool. Got reviews.
Yes, we've got reviews, and then related items. I think this is pretty good. I don't have any suggestions here. What do you think?
What happens when you click on the reviews? Does it drop you to the bottom? Okay, great. That's one that usually, if people click on it, it should go to the bottom for the reviews. If you go back up and click on the colors, what happens when you change color? Looks good.
Change is nice.
Yeah. I think it looks great. The only thing I would say is, you don't see a ton of the, I don't know why. So it says $239 for automatic interest payments at $59.75. I don't know why it broke back down and makes it kind of small. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Could just be one line.
It doesn't necessarily, the container has some strange constraint on it. It should just, it could be one line.
But that's like extremely nitpicky. This is a really good looking page.
All right, let's add to cart. What does it do? Oh, makes a suggestion for me. What do I want? If I want to add these matching items to cart, I'm going to say no thanks. Pops open the drawer cart.
My only criticism of that pop-up is I don't necessarily, maybe I don't know the industry that well, but it doesn't explain very much about why I would want to add those to my cart. It says other people buy them, but I don't know why I would want them.
And the issue is with the Bold Upsell app, if it's a single item it's offering, it'll say you could choose the text.
Sure.
If it's multiple items, then it goes with a generic text. And then once we get into the cart, looks good, but the same issue, we see that same issue with the Sezzle thing being a little more narrow than it should, which is minor, but still an issue. This stuff adds up. Any thoughts about the cart before we move on?
So the only question is, if I want to check out with Sezzle, how do I do it?
It's the regular checkout process, but you're right, that would not be obvious to someone. It's a payment option they pick.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Here's one. I picked this one because it's an interesting niche. So we got another one.
Another one.
Yeah. We got Cleo Madison. And Cleo Madison, interesting niche here. It's modest clothes for women. That is the thing.
Okay.
Modest clothes.
Okay.
And it doesn't try to give you a reason. It doesn't care why. It's just, here's modest clothes. So I like that. If that's what you're looking for, then clearly this is the place to go. My criticism here is the site itself is also quite modest in how it's set up. Yes, and I don't know if that's intentional, to fit some grander design, or it's just it's very pared back for lack of experience. Maybe, I don't know. So we've got. So here we've got first time here, and it was after several seconds. Sign up now, get 10% off your first order. Okay. I like that. Again, the only thing I would say is you clearly have some very good lifestyle images. Make one of those the background of this pop-up. It would make it more compelling.
No question. And also, I would say a little bit, put it on exit or put a longer timer on it, because it's still, we're just kind of getting an idea what the site is, then it pops up.
All right, so let's close that guy. So this is the only one that dropped down. Is modest dresses, nursing friendly, unless that's a top category. If it's a top category, maybe break it out. I don't know. Anytime I see a drop down that's got a single item in it, it bothers me for some reason.
Yeah.
So
there's not a lot of correlation either between like when I think modest dresses, I don't necessarily think nursing friendly. I don't know. It doesn't match up in my mind.
Yeah. So, and like, it's a different category. I don't know. I think there's room up here. I would make it its own category. Scrolling on down. Jumpsuits, shop these one-piece wonders.
Okay, back to this image. So it kind of does, but if you're going to put in text over, we have kind of like, if you're going to put in text over an image, put in, even if it's not an actual button on the image, like put an image of a button, because people are kind of accustomed to clicking on a button that says like shop now or, shop now in a jumpsuit. Because right now it doesn't necessarily show me that I can click on this image because it's a big round image that says jumpsuits. But very good, nice image giving like an idea of what the product is.
Yes. And what I like about it, they don't say it, but it's like, just because the stuff's modest doesn't mean it's not stylish. It's like everything we're seeing is very stylish, but also being modest.
Sure.
So, heading back. Okay. And we've got shop our categories. I would probably change, I don't know, I don't like shop our categories. What would be a better heading for featured collections?
I mean, featured collections is better than shop our categories.
Yeah, you're right.
Our top collections.
Top collections, trending now.
Yeah, exactly. Those are all better than shop our categories.
Yeah, it's a little stilted. Otherwise, very clean, good. I don't see social proof. I don't see anything of that nature. I think that's the only thing missing. But
sure, like an Instagram tag section of people wearing the clothing at the bottom, something like that.
Yeah. So our first category is modest dresses. We've got modest dresses is the first thing here, so we'll click through on that.
Yep.
Again, great lifestyle images. So just adding a collection image, a featured image to the top of this collection would be great.
Ooh, one big one. It said it's being sorted alphabetically right now.
The least effective way to sort things.
Yes, go to featured, see what happens if it changes.
I assume that featured would be the manual sorting. And what's odd is it doesn't do sort by best selling, which is what I usually like, because it becomes self-optimizing in a way. No reviews and no collection description. Otherwise, clean, consistent.
Good,
like
solid images, right?
Yeah.
Like they did a good job with each image. Is clearly they've kind of like put in cropped images that are the same size, and because of that, it looks
got that consistent
looks good. Exactly.
Clicking through. Okay, here's where I think things go off the rails a little bit. I would try to add a better description. We certainly need a size guide. That's problematic. Since we have the same model on everything, you could possibly state like, okay, model is wearing this size, is this height,
sure,
etc. And I wish we used color swatches, especially since we have like pretty simple color names like black. Quick theme modification. So if we have a category or we have a variant option that only has one color and it gets selected by default, we could probably hide that. And I would get rid of the share buttons. Chances are no one's ever used them. And again, product reviews.
Exactly. And so the only thing that's a little bit strange here is the add to cart is quite hard to, I mean, you can definitely see buy with Shopify Pay, but the add to cart button doesn't really have any background color. So the thing you kind of focus on is the buy with Shopify or the join our rewards program in the bottom right.
And then the background color not being white is off-putting. I know, for me anyway.
Was it previously white, or did it adjust?
It was white on the previous page.
Nope.
No, it's not. It isn't.
Oh, same.
Okay.
But that's also something that could be stylistically a quick change.
Yes.
You could make the entire site white, and it would be a little bit more appealing there.
Yeah. Here it drives me nuts. Like, continue shopping, update cart, then checkout. I like that the checkout button is the only one that stands out. Again, I would just rename it proceed to checkout to give it more width so it would fit here better. And then I would go in languages and just rename the shipping, taxes, and discounts calculated at checkout. I would just change that to something like have a coupon code, enter it at checkout. Just I just think drives me nuts because it implies like whatever the subtotal is, it's going to be more, buddy.
Prepare yourself.
Yes, be prepared. Here we go. Cleo Medicine. Oh no, continuous Kurt. Not Kurt, check out his guest. That Shopify Pay is diabolical. And then once we're in Cleo Medicine, once we're in the checkout, the continue shot, the button color does not match what was used on the site, so that's an easy optimization. And we don't have a logo here, but the site itself doesn't have a logo, really, unless that is the logo. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that matches.
Yep. I mean, back the same advice from the first one. You know, if you can come up with a tagline that epitomizes and is very clear about what you guys are doing, like modest but stylish dresses that are modest, something related to that, it'll be helpful for people who are landing and trying to figure out what you guys are doing, what you guys are offering right away.
Very good. Loading up Pure Carbon, which sells carbon fiber gear. So if you're into carbon fiber, this is your source. Nice.
Carbon fiber. He's got carbon fiber on his phone, carbon fiber on his steering wheel. All right.
Yeah.
Pure carbon.
Carbon fiber print. Again, easy one. Even though it's fairly obvious, I would still say a good cool tagline would be elite carbon fiber gear and put that under the logo. I think that would be nice. Up on the message, we've got free worldwide shipping on all orders. And when I click through, hovering over it, I can see it goes to the Shop All collection. I would just add a call to action up there. Say, shop now, shop all.
Yep. So I got a big one here. Image, great, right? Great image.
Yep. Nice
big slider. But there's no text over the image explaining what you guys do. This is a huge opportunity. All right, somebody lands here for the first time, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what you guys offer. So this is where like clarity really comes into it. You want to be not cute and not like funny about what you offer. And sometimes people fall into this when they try to put like a cute, clever tagline. It's really what it comes down to is being very clear and explaining what you guys have to offer so somebody can land instantly. If they have 5 seconds, they can look at the site and understand what you guys are offering.
Yes,
and now one quick thing you can do if you are trying to test this, you can go to 5secondtest.com, sign up, and get people to view and look at your site, and they get 5 seconds, and they get 5 seconds to view it, and then it'll go black, and then they'll be asked to recall what they think your site is about, and that's a good way to figure out if your messaging is actually working, that people understand what you do.
That's very cool. All right, 5secondtest.com or Usability Hub. Definitely.
So yeah, it's just their lead in. They did a great job to go to Usability Hub.
Okay, and then we've got this pop-up. Instant $10 off your first order. Enter your email to receive your warm welcome. Enjoy free quick shipping anywhere in the world, too. So I like this one. This is using a lot of what you described, and it waited a while before it popped up.
Yep. The only thing is I still don't know necessarily what is being offered yet at this point. So maybe if you scroll down, we'll figure it out here.
Performance-driven carbon fiber gear. Okay, I don't know that I like performance-driven. It's very hand-wavy. It's like it doesn't really mean anything. And this is definitely, it's just part of the image, which I'm not thrilled with. And then we've got this additional image text as a call to action. Free worldwide shipping, shop now. One point here is, see, you're mixing text and a photograph. So a photograph will compress well with JPEG, but text will get strange, and you can see like how funky the shop now gets. So if you're using text, you want to use a ping, but then it's huge. So this just isn't a great way to do it. I would dump everything below the photo and just use the theme's inbuilt headline tools to add text to this image.
And it's interesting. Going back to that for 1 second, is my eyes did not go to, even though it was there, I couldn't read performance-driven carbon fiber gear. I didn't even see it.
There's too many fonts, but also.
There's too many fonts.
Less fonts. Because like the header is it looks so cool. It's so clean and nice, and then it goes off the rails as soon as I scroll down. Like super, really classy, nice. Yeah. Straight up, I don't know you know what this is? It's an autoplay Vimeo video.
Okay.
And now I'm looking at the recommended videos at the end of it because it was autoplaying the whole time.
Okay.
And then the restart button does not work on it. Okay, so I would rethink how this video is hosted on here because it does not seem to work well. This is
and also nice. I would rethink the placement of it because this is nice. This is really nice. This is exactly what I'm looking for. It's like this should be up above so that people can immediately be like, all right, this is what I'm figuring out. I got carbon fiber wallets, money clips.
And cool. These photos are so good. And this thing is nice. Just this section. Nailed it.
Excuse me. All right, here we go.
This is super weird. I don't know what's going on here. Clearly, I have been aged out, gen-gapped. But it's got very positive reviews. 11,
it's got positive reviews, Kurt. And the next teardown session we do, I'll be wearing the forged real carbon pure mask with a Deathstroke version.
This is the Deathstroke mask. It shows what you know. I think this is some anime stuff. That's my suspicion.
No, I think it's riding motorcycles. Maybe.
Oh man, the Instagram. Look at this. BMW, Ferrari.
Yeah.
I think this is someone barbecuing. Lamborghini.
Barbecuing their cash.
Barbecue.
Okay.
That's Lambo.
I feel it. Yeah. All right. Okay.
That's cool.
So yeah, I mean, I think like there'll be addition by subtraction if you start removing some of the things that aren't very helpful and bringing up the stuff that is very clear. Like on the Instagram, it's clear what you guys offer on Instagram. It's all carbon fiber stuff, and that's a good one. Down below, when I see something like real protection cases here, I'm not sure what to click on with that. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, and there's no action here, and I can't click on this thing, and then it leads into the iPhone cases. So honestly, I would run Hotjar on this. I would heat map it and just like what the sections that people aren't interacting with, drop them.
Yeah, this type of stuff, get rid of that. Like pure carbon racer bag welding technology. It's hard to tell what to do with that, so just go to the featured product.
Yeah. I think they're using the images as dividers, but because there's so much stuff on this homepage.
Yeah.
The latest in carbon fiber technology. All right.
Cool. So there's good stuff here, but again, I think addition by subtraction.
And I get what you were going for with this image, but it didn't work because like on the right side we got this thing cut off. Like they were trying to add icons to the footer, but it didn't work.
All right, click on the pure mask. We got to go to the product page.
All right. We'll do the product. We really got lost in that homepage.
I know, but we got to go pure mask. We clearly got
the middle one.
All right.
So that's the one I would wear. Do you wear it?
The Deathstroke.
Do you wear it? Is it a decorative item? I don't think my head is small enough.
Yeah, you do wear it.
Oh, yes, you do what you wear. Okay.
Wear it.
It's horrifying.
You got to be very careful to, not walk into a bank or any place. Hail's the greatest villain of all time. Okay.
Oh, no, I mean, it's a Batman villain? I had no idea.
Okay.
It's a collector must.
Yep.
So
all right.
I feel like this should be its own microsite. Like, clearly there is some niche community that loves this thing.
Yes.
This should be its own microsite.
And I definitely agree with you there. And that's one thing you could build a little community around. That's kind of interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the add to cart going from the side like that.
I think normally I'd say like, let's ditch the animations. But in this case, it's a carbon fiber store in which everybody drives a Lambo. So we need crazy animations. I say it works here. Then on add to cart. All right. Oh, and it drops me straight to the checkout. We skip the cart page. Hell yeah. Let's skip that process. Okay, cool. And then once it loads, I'm waiting for a logo to appear. I think my computer's struggling with the amount of video transcoding occurring here.
Video and
yeah, I don't think it's this side. I think it's me. All right. I'm assuming that a logo will load eventually, but if not, let's add a logo here. That's my only criticism. Rhythm optics. You know what? Actually, since I don't know how much time we'll have left, I know you really wanted to do tree gear, so let's just skip to tree gear.
I was interested. This is a totally new community for me. Tree climbing gear.
We were talking about these in advance yesterday, and Austin really was thrilled with tree gear. So
I was because I didn't even know there was a community out there of people that like to climb trees, and at least this initially what I thought. So
United in Trees. Yeah, this is clearly this is a niche sport thing. Instead of mountain climbing, which you have to be near a mountain, and this is, find yourself a tree. And then look at this. This got to be a redwood. This thing is nuts.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
It looks fun. So my feedback right away, it's moving crazy fast, right? I'm here. I can't even barely read it. And then the next image is coming up. So just pick one of these. I actually like, so you can see there's lots.
Which is your favorite?
Well, it's going quick here. So I like what they do. If you go back one.
This one.
We are for the precision pruner and the monster remover. Okay. So here's a couple things. Back to what I was saying on the previous one. When they're getting cute here, right? They're talking about the precision pruner and the monster remover. We don't know necessarily what that is. I like the fact that it's we are for. Okay.
Sorry. There you go.
There we go. I like the fact that it says we are for, so they stand for something, but then just be really clear about who they're for. So we are for people who climb trees, or we create products for people who climb trees, something like that. And then, so the question here, it says, let's climb and it's rigging time. I'm not totally sure which one I need to click on that. So let's climb seems like that means shop now, but I think you should just say shop now.
Each is a collection.
And then it's rigging time.
One is is a climbing collection. One is a rigging collection. So
okay,
right,
so shop climbing, shop rigging.
Yeah, shop climbing, shop rigging.
Yeah. So yeah, that'd be my start on this one.
The one thing that drives me nuts. So people like that they could do these cool menus, but you can't read it. So if you have to
it's hard.
Just having the menu not be transparent over the hero image would prevent that. But if you really, really like that look, and I get it, it's cool, just add a gradient to the top of your carousel image or this hero image. I usually, if I'm doing a client site, I just, in Photoshop, add a 40% black gradient to the top just to make these legible. And then,
it'll make your image, your text look a little bit better, too, in the call to action.
So do you get any suggestions on what to do with this mega menu? Because it's out of control, this drop down.
It's out of control. Oh, man. Well, so it's hard because I don't know the gear.
Yeah.
But my guess here is that climbing books and footwear are going to be different than some of the other stuff. Like if somebody's coming and looking for a specific the stuff to climb versus books, that's totally different. So if you're going to go, I don't even know necessarily if books should be in climbing, maybe that should be something separate. But I would say trying to get people to a page where they can start the process of finding stuff for climbing. And what happens if you just click on climbing? Where does it take people?
Collections climbing. So my thoughts would be, number one, if you've got so many products that they're a nightmare to sort, I would go through and just dump your bottom 15% of performers. I bet there's products that have never, ever sold. Get rid of them. That's going to make your life easier, number one. See if you can get rid of products or categories that way. And then two, you got to do subgroups. I would try and group these by activity, make menus around those activities, and then using the mega menu, you could have 5. I want so we've got 5 columns here I want these grouped by like 5 subcategories.
What happens if you click Shop All?
Presumably, we shop all. It drops us into the collections listing. If you want, I could drop us to collection/all. We could see how much is in here. I mean, there's 2 pages of collections. That's quite a bit. All right. We have, and I would turn off quick view. It rarely is helpful. All right, we've got the load more product buttons, which I heard there's a Baymard study that says that the load more products button is the best performer. And we can assume we got 48 products here. Loaded. I hit load more. Got another 48. Do I get another load more button? Yeah. Well, now it looks like it's scrolling. Oh,
so it's tough. It's kind of running in. There's a lot. So I don't know here. The tough thing, it's like if we can get people to a filtering page and make it simple for them to start filter. So, axes and machetes, axes and wood picks. So I'm not carabiners. It's like, honestly, a lot of these I feel like could be combined and then maybe like a subcategory like carabiners. Click on that. Then what type of carabiners? Because there's 4 for carabiners.
But when I click carabiner, I only get 2, and one's out of stock. Versus if I do like carabiner alloy locking. Oh, wow. There's a lot of carabiners.
There's a lot of carabiners. See, this is intriguing here because I didn't even know this existed, and it's really interesting.
Yeah.
But so my point is, like, can you start combining some of these categories to a certain extent to make it more simple? Like, let's get somebody out of the carabiner section and then let them filter for alloy, non-locking, steel locking.
Well, there's got to be stuff that's like, there has to be like ones that don't perform well, ones that have never sold, ones that you just have used and don't like that you could toss out. I'm sure there's, like, I've seen several that are temporarily unavailable, and this one's unavailable with no photo. Is this one ever coming back? Was this like a distributor list that got imported? I mean, these photos are really good. They're consistent. They're nice. But yeah, I would start, whenever I'm dealing with, like, trying to sort through a mess like this, I start with, could we just get rid of products? Can we get rid of categories? So that way the stuff that does sell really stands out, and then work backwards through creating subcategories and then larger parent categories. All right, so let's check out a product page.
As a consumer, it's quite daunting to think about. I don't know. I just want to get a carabiner that works, and it's really hard to choose between that many that are all the same.
Yeah, it's maddening, and especially when there's no reviews. Here we've got Afterpay, and we have Zip. Zip, I know, is like the default in Australia. It's very common. Then we've got size default. I'm surprised the Turbo does not hide when it sees a single variant like that. I know you could do it as a theme customization. We've done that just so you don't, like, there's an extraneous option. We don't have it. And we've got two payment options, Afterpay and Zip. I would say, like, look at your Shopify payment or your Shopify analytics reports, your payments. See, hey, which one is being used the most, and just stick with one.
I also would take a look at this and maybe set a minimum on order value for it, because a $32.
Yeah, if you're making payments on a $32 carabiner, I'm concerned.
Shouldn't be buying. Just for the good of the world.
I would say, set it to, like, we set this up for a client recently, and she had it. We set Sezzle up, which does 4 payments. Like, it's like Afterpay. And that we set a $200 minimum on it. So lesser products, it just did show up, and then it had to be like, all right, you're going to make 4 $50 payments before it appeared.
Sure. No, I think what you said, Kurt, about reviews is so key. Like, reduce products, focus on getting reviews for the good products so people can choose and make smart decisions about the ones that will work for them. And then they don't have to look, because it's already like, we don't want to make more choices. We want to make less choices. We want to pick the ones that are the best for us. So anytime you can help people make more educated decisions without having to think, it's better for them and it's better for you.
Absolutely. Yes, that is well put. Okay. Oh, and this checkout is styled lovely. It matches, it fits, it's great.
It's good.
It looks professional.
Great.
Let's roll with it. Boom. All right, let's grab another one. That is a whole. Was there any that stood out, or should I grab one?
Go for one. Anyone that you're thinking about.
Hit me. There it is. And okay, so I liked this category. I have, just based on our clientele, I have a soft spot for motorsports apparel. So I wanted to do this site. So we've got this bar across the top for U.S. shipping. The only thing I don't like about it is it covers the logo, and I realize it's just a limit. It's like clearly an app that does that, so it bothers me. The other thing that's funky. This is a powerful image. This is like a calendar image, a wallpaper image. Whoever took this is a pro photographer, and this is a composite of images. It's great. However, premium motorsports apparel, where's the apparel in this photo? That's just a Dodge Charger.
Very true. Very true.
Challenger. Oh my gosh.
But also, so back to what we've talked about a bunch of times, they get it right because they clearly tell you what they've got, right? So this is an example of premium motorsports apparel. They get it right. I would say, I don't know, join the movement. I don't necessarily need that, but shop now is kind of more of the call. There's join the movement, shop now. That's 2 call to actions.
Yep.
But they clearly tell you what it is. But you're right. It doesn't show motorsports apparel. It's a cool image. But if they take rid of join the movement, change that to an image of somebody wearing their product, they're right on, and people can understand what they do right away.
And so I don't know what theme this is, if it's custom or what, but it looks like it's having a few issues. Like we got a count cart checkout. That's unusual. And there's no cart icon, and nothing happens when I hover over these links. That's not great. We've got our catalog is buried under catalog. So home, I don't care. Like as long as I can go back, I can click the home logo click the logo to go home. You could drop this home. And then I've got the important stuff catalog is just all jammed under one drop down, and then blog, like anybody cares, about us and FAQ. I would rearrange this to all of this stuff can live in the footer, or maybe over here by account, like FAQ can live over here, and then we get rid of home, blog, about FAQ, get that out of here, and just break this catalog out. So it could be T-shirts, accessories,
yes,
and then we do like outerwear, or outerwear or sweaters and jackets, and then we do like sweatshirts, hoodies, Christmas sweaters, skateboard decks. That's so cool. Do that under like you could do like home goods, skateboard decks, engine series shirts, like that. T-shirts could be. Yeah, I want all of this at a glance so that I don't have to go looking for it. And truthfully, when I looked at the site this morning, I was like, damn, I need one of these skateboard decks.
One thing that's happening, it's going crazy. See how fast it's sliding through?
Yeah. So
just get rid of the other 2 that say Tool and Die blog and the other one, and just have one static image. Because
look at that thing.
There's only one that matters, right? And that's driving people to the Shop Now page.
Yes. And I would probably go with this one. And especially because this is like a more accessible car, and the image is extremely striking. I want this image with just like a related T-shirt pasted over it, like in this space. I think that would work. That'd be really cool. So then you could keep this great image and show the product. And then we have the same.
I want somebody wearing a motorsports T-shirt, wearing the Pure mask in that.
Yes. This is funky.
Okay.
We've got, this is a great image of a race car work in progress, but what does it have to do with anything? And it doesn't have any title. Like, this really threw me for a loop. Over here, this is very clear. Motor T-shirts, sale. I understand what's going on there. This one, cool image, but it's just not, it's not appropriate for here.
Yep.
Motorsports apparel and accessories. Minor note, let's just, like, at this point, I think we should already know that, so I'd say, like, I guess that's fine. I would just title uppercase that this word accessories to keep it consistent. For on and off the track, it's not really anything. I just dump it. And then we got bundles. I'm thrilled to see bundles. So many people mess that up. This is very clever. You get the skateboard, the keychain, and the shirt as a bundle. That's cool. Not a ton of context here, though, so I'd say like trending now, shop now, like something like that in there. And
That's tough with the images there. See how those images are long?
Yeah, you gotta make
compared to everything else.
Just crop everything square, and you won't have that issue. Because it doesn't. When the grid breaks, it doesn't look good. Obey the grid.
Obey the grid.
Respect the grid. There's some good. Like, I would wear this victory hoodie. I would wear the save the manuals. I even made a save the manual sticker for my car. I love any of these that look like these skateboard decks that look rad. I need a couple of those. What else we got? Okay, heading up. Let's go into a collection. Shop now. Did you have any thoughts on that homepage since I just dived past it? Oh, your audio dropped out. Uh-oh. He's got to restart his audio. Just keep going until he returns to us. All right. Collections. I don't know. This really feels like a chopped up.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm back.
Good.
Headphone batteries died, so I had to switch. All right. So, yeah, but what I was saying is...
Do you have any thoughts on that homepage before
I mean, all my thoughts were related to just get rid of a lot of the stuff. Literally all you need to do is have a big image of your products with like a product image so people understand and they can click to shop now. And then some like that grid on the bottom was really rough. It started just, being broken and quite strange. So that was my feedback. Like get people to the collection pages quickly and
my thoughts would
don't
be
let it slide back and forth.
Pick a single amazing image for this one. I would go with the Challenger. Paste your photo over it. Oh my gosh, I just got jammed into collections. And then I think the rest, because the products speak for themselves, I think the rest of the page is just here's our bestsellers, just a collection grid, and then clean it up like Austin said, where you just crop them all square so that they you got to respect the grid. This collections page, something's going on here. This thing is rough, where it's like, I mean, this would look nice if it was centered, but as soon as it being left aligned like that, it looks strange. Let's dive into bestsellers. That was the collection listing page. Now we're on the collection page. Man,
this is a huge image.
I need a banner image. I don't want this image. I want a banner image.
And we really want to get people down to we want to get people down further. We want to get them down here.
No, kudos. This is like the only site we've looked at today that had both an image and collection description.
Yes. But if you could crop that and change it so it was just kind of a
banner.
Longer banner, that'd be much, much better here.
Yeah, you crop it to just the car and it would work way better.
Yep.
All right. Then we've got this sort guy. Well, what's funny is it's a collection called best-selling, but is not sorted by best-selling by default. All right, so now we sort it by best-selling. And then in here, this is kind of funny. The collection description is explaining what the bestsellers are. I don't know if that's
build boosts, not bombs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we've got Quick Shop. I usually recommend turning it off. Glad we have reviews. It would be cool if on hover we could see this the second product image. And oh man, I'm into this. I'm gonna click this button.
That one's good. I like that one as well.
Remove before flight. I actually have this keychain.
All right. What do we got here? Okay, so
kill those share buttons.
Kill the share buttons. They're right in the middle here. We got lots of sizes.
Why are these mixed case? And what is a 5XL?
Yeah.
Like,
so this is gonna be tough.
This is inclusive sizing, but how many of these have you actually sold?
So the question here is, put yourself in the mind of somebody who's trying to pick the right size for them. All right, so they're like, all right, I want a Nissan Silvia skateboard deck and premium t-shirt bundle. The big questions I'm going to ask myself are, what t-shirt size for me? So I click on size and I see all these sizes. So I don't know.
Panic.
when I see 5XL, I start thinking to myself, wow, a large must be really small.
Yeah.
So here's the question: is where's the sizing? Where's the sizing chart? That should be also in the images. So we've got a couple questions. T-shirt special version only available, small XXL. So it says down here that they only go to XXL.
Yep. And then if you require a larger size, it will be 100% cotton. The others are not cotton? What are they made of?
I don't know, but I'm intrigued.
Bamboo.
Pure silk.
It's polyester. Have fun.
And carbon.
They're made of fiberglass. Enjoy. They're fireproof. We got to simplify the sizing. 100% we need a size guide because, like, literally today, this morning, I was browsing the site and I was like, man, I really want this like 90s Miata skateboard deck. It was like super rad. Like, I want that for my office. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if this comes in a bundle. I start looking at the bundles and I'm like, what the heck are the sizes? And then I just gave up. Just was like, I'm out. And you have to assume that your customers are that like lazy and dumb as I was, where I'm like, too much effort. I'm out. Kill the share buttons. I see we've got this guy, stay up to date with order notifications, send a messenger. I just style this so it's left aligned with the add to cart button, and then that way it's all in line with this cart form. Want to save some money? I like that description. And then, but man, we need a size guide. And I like just add some headings in here. Because we jumped into the skateboard description so quickly. So just like about the deck. In bold as a heading would be nice.
Yep.
Just some headings in here because it's a little long. And
so this is tough too. Down at the bottom it says, "Do not apply any discount codes at checkout." So this is going to confuse people a ton. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this because I think it's clear, but because of a bundle, they're not allowing discount codes, but they haven't turned off discount codes on this product.
Like, you set it up wrong. As the customer, why should I be punished?
Yes, and no one's going to read that. And if everyone's going to apply a discount code and then have their order canceled. So it's not going to be a good experience for somebody who obviously it's a niche community here. So they found it. They're interested.
Don't punish me then.
Don't punish us.
I'm going to add this to cart. Add to cart. Congrats, you got free shipping. All right, on cart, it needs to acknowledge that I've done anything at all. Because I click cart and nothing happened. So the easy solution would be just take me to the cart page. And again, I think my guess is this is a custom theme they made themselves. And this started with like the basic Shopify theme framework, and then they styled it up from there. And they're not full-time pro front-end developers, so that's where you've got some rough edges.
Yep.
So I might say, like, consider upgrading. Like, you've proven that this works. Upgrade to a premium theme. Give it a better experience and stop tearing your hair out trying to do web development. Right? I wish the update button, I wish it were a link, not a button. Checkout, call it proceed to checkout. And then I find sometimes people are confused by, like, what's with these other buttons? Just adding the word or pay with. That helps eliminate the confusion. That it's like this is an either or choice.
Sure.
Check out. All right, and once I'm in here, no one bothered to update the styling on this. I'm not sure what I just did there. Oh, come on. Okay. So, style the checkout. Pick color to match, pick fonts to match, and I would do the logo is fine. I would just do it as black on
flip
white.
it.
Yeah, invert it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Any other thoughts there, Mr. Browner?
Nope. I think that's good. There's just a lot going on there, and I think we covered. There's a lot of improvements that can be made, and I think that my main takeaway is that the site is not reflecting the cool products that you have.
Yes.
So I think you got really unique, cool products that somebody out there is going to see, and they're going to be like, "This is exactly what I want." But it's hard it's harder than it should be for them to be able to find it, and harder for them than it should be for them to be able to purchase it. So that's my takeaway. Like, simplify, get down so it's just allowing people to connect with something that they think is really cool.
I want this one desperately. That's so cool.
It's really cool, yeah.
It's rad. That's why I want it.
But also think about think about what other things people are going to need. They're going to need trucks. They're going to need wheels. If you're going to be selling this,
pieces. Like what I think this should be sold when you add this to cart. It should say, "Hey, did you want to add the wall mount?" Because this is going in somebody's garage.
Yeah.
So, last note. Austin and I have teamed up. We are giving away $19,141.26 in e-commerce giveaways. Let me open that in an incognito window. There we go. And if you go to ecomgiveaway.com, you can enter to win. It is going on through the end of December. One lucky merchant will win a free year's access to the Brand Growth Experts membership, an $847 value. Austin, tell us about that.
Yeah, so Brand Growth Experts membership is a membership community that I have to help people scale up their stores. We've got lots of training around email marketing, around hiring, around Facebook advertising, conversion rate optimization, all the stuff you need to scale up your store. And I also do private coaching in there through a one-on-one with business owners. So it's a great place for people to go into. This ecom giveaway is seriously cool. If you think about all the stuff that you need to run your business, they are all here. You can get a free year of Privy, right? Privy is a great pop-up tool.
We saw it on several of these sites.
Exactly. It's free. You get a premium version. That's great. You get FOMO, which is really cool. It pops up and provides social proof. Smile is a really cool product as well. I use this with almost every one of my clients. It's a loyalty program, and at least I think it's Smile.io, right? Is that the one?
No, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's the loyalty
program. Smile.io, which is super cool. What else here that is really, really helpful? I could go to. I always use those.
Let's see, what else was there? Well, you've
Bold checkout,
upsell, subscriptions, loyalties, and cashier. So if you want to do post-purchase upsells, you could do that with Bold.
Yeah.
Obviously, adding continuity, adding monthly recurring revenue is a great option. So Bold subscriptions lets you do that. Enquire is cool. It lets you implement post-purchase surveys to a site, which helps create, by adding those directly to order confirmation pages, you get an easy way to find out, like, what did you hear? How did you hear about us? And ask other questions. So I like those surveys. I like customer development a lot. Recapture Pro is a abandoned cart program. It's like dedicated to just abandoned cart email marketing. It's very nice. Dave Rodenbaugh, you've heard him on the podcast, runs that one. Product Customizer, if you want to make those fancy, complex products. It's actually the highest rated product options app for Shopify. And this one was new to me, but it's so cool. Unfurl's Meta Tags app. It's an AI-powered meta tag and website preview image platform. So it maximizes your reach in social and messaging platforms. So, when you drop a link into Facebook Messenger or just Facebook or wherever, it has that preview that pops up, or even iMessage that's got like the image and the title and the description. This thing attempts to automatically split test and generate a better one than what the theme would normally come up with. So this one was new to me, but it's super cool. And then lastly, a website teardown. We want to start you off 2019 in the best possible position with your website. And so a $4.99 value, I will spend an hour with you to figure out what that looks like. Anyway, it's free to enter, ecomgiveaway.com, and you could get up to 10 extra entries by inviting up to 10 friends. You get 11 entries. So an actual legit chance of winning something.
Go for it. I mean, I really think it's all the stuff here is going to help you drive more sales and grow your business. So totally worth entering. And you know what? Combined with that is that if you're on Kurt's email list, he provides a lot of awesome and interesting stuff. Like today, there was an interesting kind of email about just one specific thing that you should do and add to your checkout page. So stuff like that's great. I try to offer the same sort of thing. So hop on this. It's worth it. It's really cool. And thanks guys for kind of tuning in. Hopefully this was helpful.
I hope so. I hope it was. We'll post this on YouTube. It'll stay pinned in the Facebook group. And Austin, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. You are a wonder and to the e-commerce universe.
Thanks, Kurt, for having me, man. And thank you for everybody. Also, thanks everyone for just putting it out there. It's tough to put your site out there and have it publicly reviewed because it's
nobody likes criticism.
Nobody wants criticism, and I know everyone's put so much time and effort into building it. So a lot of the stuff that we say, it comes from just trying to think about the customer and trying to think about where you can make improvements to be able to better improve the way that it functions so your business can grow and that your lifestyle can also improve as your business grows. So good luck, everybody, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. All right, have a good night, everybody. See you.